And we're back at the Sooner Saloon. Nick, how you doing today?
Doing really good.
Awesome. Emerson, how you doing today?
I'm well, thanks. Spring is in the air. That cold bitch of a winter is gone, hopefully. Knock on wood.
There you go. Sounds
so
good.
I'm doing well.
Sounds good. We got a few gifts today. These are actually all free. It's pretty awesome. These are actually made by Tom Bohr. He runs TB Signs and Designs. Phone number 620-664-2592. He runs his own thing here out of Great Bend, Kansas, Central Kansas. He does a really good job. Wood carvings, portraits, stuff like that. We actually have this one right here. Okay, before we get started, I got a trivia question for y'all. Okay, so whoever can comment on our video first and get this answer right, we will send this to you for free. Okay, so here's the question. And I haven't ran over this question with Emerson or Nick, so I'll let these two guys think about this, okay? In 2006, Oklahoma changed one thing to their uniforms, okay? This thing was only in effect for that season, just for that year. What was the change?
I'm not going to say it.
What was the change?
Do you want me to answer it?
I don't want you to answer it.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to talk about the offense today, going forward in 2022. Let's get started. Let's talk about the quarterback position. Nick?
Well, you got Dillion Gabriel. Chaos during this offseason. You lose Spencer, you lose Caleb, but you get Dillion Gabriel, one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the nation for the past 2 seasons, but he hasn't got a lot of hype for it. Obviously, he was linked up with Jeff Lebby at UCF in the 2019 season. Won the job as a true freshman. Had over 8,000 passing yards, 70 touchdowns against 14 interceptions. And if that's not efficient, I don't know what is. He just hasn't got enough credit for that. He knows Jeff Lebby's offense better than anybody besides Lebby himself. He's already been announced a starter, and you can see the trust that Lebby has for him. And I trust him being the Oklahoma quarterback. We all know how high of a standard that is at Oklahoma with all the previous guys that we have that are currently in the NFL right now. But I truly believe that Dillion Gabriel has the capability of winning a conference championship and
absolutely
kind of being a dark horse for the college football playoff.
And before you start, Emerson, he's actually a lefty.
He is a lefty.
The last time Oklahoma had a left-handed quarterback, they won a national championship.
We had Kendall Thompson, who was not a starter. He was kind of iffy, but I mean he was a lefty.
Kendall Thompson, he played. Yeah, he played like.
But yes, last time we had a starter that actually had quality snaps. Yeah, we won a natty.
It's pretty interesting correlation there. Yeah, Dillion Gabriel, obviously the starter going forward into the spring. And like you said, Nick, I think he was underrated just because group of 5 teams get no love from national media and sports writers. But like you said, extremely efficient, 70 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. And he balled out as a freshman under Jeff Lebby. And I'm not exactly sure who took over after Jeff Lebby left UCF, but they obviously have a connection, and they like Dillion Gabriel likes playing under Jeff Lebby. That's why he came to Oklahoma, and Jeff Lebby trusts Dillion Gabriel as a starting quarterback. So I think hopefully they can just pick up where they left off. Obviously, he's probably going to have more talent in the skill position and offensive line to protect him and get the ball to better athletes in the Big 12. So at Oklahoma. So yeah, I think Dillion Gabriel is poised to have a breakout season and make a statement and catch the attention. And like you said, I've seen multiple polls ranking him as the number 1 quarterback in the Big 12 for the preseason. So he's already got hype in the Big 12, and like you said, I think he definitely has the talent to, if they get things rolling early and pick up where they left off his freshman season with Jeff Lebby, they could definitely be a college football playoff dark horse.
Definitely. And the number 2 guy, I think, is Nick Evers. He was pretty highly recruited out of high school. Played 6A Texas high school football, and you also have Micah Bowens, who was a Penn State transfer, who he played decent in last year's spring game, but never saw the field and had an opportunity this season. So just quality depth behind him as well.
Yeah, Nick Evers, definitely a dual threat quarterback coming out of high school. So I don't know if Jeff Lebby is going to have any, maybe specific packages for him to get him the ball in space, but definitely excited for him to show what he's got in a couple years once Dillion Gabriel graduates. I think the depth at quarterback at Oklahoma is solid for the transition that we've gone through, and it's only going to get better as they continue to recruit.
I agree.